But then again, I can press recording and we are welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. We are! Yeah. What does the... There are no initial currents nearby. Okay. Yeah, we have all walking intercurrents. First one is down here. River of Frozen Water. The second one, are we getting now? It would seem that we've collected fire, but is a new experience for Master Earthnaut. This must have been a privileged upbringing. Have you the heights we need? Yeah, height. What's the dog doing? What are you not doing?
Ah, I should have known it would be you. Word reached me of a struggle with a small but well-armed band of trespassers. Forgive my comrades their hostility. Few come here uninvited, and fewer still with good intent. Now, tell me why you are here.
Tell me, for whom do you fight? Just plain speak the truth.
You seek to stem the Dravanian tide with talk? A romantic notion. If you but knew the truth, the spark which lit the flames of this animosity, you would understand the futility of your quest. Shall I relate it to you? The sordid history my gift has shown me. That which the Holy See has taken such pains to suppress. 'Twas more than a millennium past when an Elezen tribe first sought to claim the lands of Kurthas as its home. Unfortunately for them, Kurthas was already home to dragonkind, and they were not inclined to make way for the invaders. Thus did a bloody war begin. A war which might well have rumbled on until one or the other side was exterminated, had it not been for the resolve of a single woman. That woman's name was Shiva. While those around her fought and died, she attempted to parley with the dragons, and in so doing discovered them to be possessed of profound intelligence and reason. The great worm Hraesvelgar, in particular, so enchanted Shiva that she found herself growing to love the creature, whom her people considered a monster. In the eyes of a near-immortal dragon, however, the fleeting life of an Elezen is as that of a freshly cut rose. Scarce has the flower bloomed before it begins to fade and wither. Such melancholy musings plagued Hraesvelgar, who had found in Shiva an unexpected and beloved soulmate. He knew that all too soon, death would snatch her away from him. Unable to bear the thought of their separation, the maid bid the worm consume her, that their spirits might be entwined for eternity. Though loath to perform the deed, Hraesvelgar ultimately gave in to her plea, and soon thereafter the tale of their ill-fated love spread throughout the two warring factions. No more could they raise blade or claw against one another, knowing that the souls of their kin were so inextricably bound. In the days that followed, man and dragon learned to live in harmony, and together built a nation unlike any the world had ever known. For 200 years did this blissful age of peace continue, as it would to this day, had vilest envy not stirred in the hearts of the Elezen. It is said that worms owe their longevity to the boundless reserves of vitality found within their eyes. And 'twas in this belief that a traitorous band of knights deceived their allies of some 2 centuries, and took by force that which they coveted. Nidhogg, He who now stands poised to unleash his wormlings upon Ishgard was the great dragon who lost an eye to Elezen treachery. And until he prizes it from the hands of the traitor's progeny, no amount of conciliatory words will stay his fury.
You are wrong, Lady Iceheart. Lest you misunderstand, I do not doubt your vision of the past. 'Tis true that Nidhogg greatly desired to reclaim the Eye. Indeed, it was for that very reason that I kept it with me as I roamed the land, attempting to draw him away from the city.
Good gods!
Until recently, Nidhogg seemed unable to resist its allure and pursued me relentlessly. Needless to say, that is no longer the case. Now, it would seem, he has fixed his attention on Ishgard itself, though he knows full well the Eye does not reside there.
You believe he targets the capital for another reason?
I believe reason has all but left him. Through the Eye, I feel much of what Nidhogg feels, and the dragon's thirst for vengeance will not be quenched by aught less than a sea of blood.
If Nidhogg is indeed lost to reason, might we not seek an audience with Hraesvelgr instead? He has thus far shown no inclination to aid in the invasion of Ishgard, and may yet welcome our efforts to broker a peace.
You still believe that a peaceable solution can be found? Very well. I will take you to him. Our road will lead us to Dravania, the homeland of dragonkind. There we shall ascend unto the clouds, where Hraesvelgr resides.
Is aught amiss, my friend? I sense the many battles are beginning to take their toll. Rest a while, and should you lose sight of us, Dravania lies beyond the mountains to the west.
Curious. The vestiges of thy mistress's blessing are not as faint as once they were. Thy will to succeed grants thee unusual fortitude. That
Oh? Oh, yeah, right. You are... Ah, I did not press! The share of the Western Islands is in red, and I would no sooner be sheltered with canopy of tropical forest. I actually did not press my mouse. Which is the reason why I was just like, what happened? I was pushing my remote away. Not touching my mouse, and suddenly the text went away. Okay, but I already said it in the last part. There's something that I will do once I'm done with this map. What I mean with when I'm done with this map is plain and simple. Once the last ether current for the Rainline quest is achieved, the map is for me done. The first thing that will be done is going into the Dust Virgil. What I said what I will be doing is not going into the next map and finishing the Astrologian quest line as far as I can to that point. We are currently at level 54. That means I can do some of the quests. Maybe get some new abilities. The Dusk Virgil. Probably one of the worst dungeons. Aurum Vale is a bad dungeon, but Aurum Vale does not lock some of your abilities that you need. While this dungeon is actively locking away stuff that you need. This dungeon locks away, for the white mage at least, locks away here. Q2. So you have not the big heal that you need. Which is because you need a big heal. This is already the place where you actually need a big heal. I mean, right now I have easy mode. Since, oh yeah, I'm Astrologian, I don't need big heal. I have panic button, that is good. I mean, I can just stand here and actively attack. So... I think I'm pretty good. The panic room time, yes. Really, unless the tank has bad gear, there should really be no problem. Oh, I should heal myself. Yeah, good enough. I feel like it's Friday again. Yeah, it's sadly as only Thursday. It is sadly only Thursday. Tomorrow is Flat Fuck Friday. Neither am I, because this week's work is kinda and I mean work could be better. Really. Oh boy, he actually has some problems with health. Did he revive? Okay. I am actually quite surprised that he's getting a lot of damage. Yeah, and I don't really understand why. I'm surprised that that he actually gets that much damage. Because it may be a while since I last played this dungeon. Been a while since I played this dungeon, but eh. Usually this works out. Yeah, I don't like where this is going. Ooh, and he missed. Yeah, may not be the best thing, but better than nothing. Crap. Shall we? Nope, still not better. Schöne Konzerne. Ba, 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 ba. Ah, hey, be happy. Finally work. To be honest, I'm kinda waiting that today will be just another day where I can watch Arito. Where are you trying to go? Ah, finally, here. Why? Unnecessary distraction! Those were relics! Oh no. Yeah. There was nothing I could have done. Why do I heal myself when I'm actively being on him? Could you not? Ooh. Wow. This was an interesting boss. Loot. Nope. And nope. Yay, 2 accommodations. Anything good? Yes. An upgrade for an actual upgrade. Interesting. Oh. But now we can fly. No, we cannot fly. We first of all need to go back down there. Walking. And hey, we got our first Heaven's Sword dungeon. Yay! But still, why did the griffin need to destroy the statue? Unnecessary destruction spree! Hi. Here. Thank you. Should I pay money? Come on. Let's pay money. I'm too lazy. And last bit of talking and complete, and we can fly! Hooray! The first thing to do would fly, land up here. And I'll be back. Give me a second. Yeah. Alright, now my user will go out again. Yeah. Hardly understanding. What? we know where we need to go. Now that you can go away. I just ready to fly in Ishgard. I'm a genius. Let me fly, I got places to be. And sorry, excuse me that I had a little snack. Getting hungry again. Hello there. Seminoles! I heard they said for another Charlian. Please, I've done all you ask. What do you want from me? Blood? I am here to boast. Or maybe you wish to know what the Charlians came to be involved in my scheme. Ha! I thought it much. If it would be so important, why didn't your lady Livy ask me earlier? Read it so far in the stars she faces what unfolds on her on the ground. The truth is, it was never my skill in the first place. It was Charlian's. They came to me no long after Professor May's ship was diverted to final land. As they said diverted, the pirates in the Strait Mill for magic minted storms of Rianto? However, staged to prevent your friends from ever arriving. But when I did, the Charlians are forced to change their plans. They required help hiring local hands discreetly. Something they could not do as foreigners, so I agreed to lend them my aid because I felt both stud and from my benefit from the disappearance of Shanagrat and that full of shit. Okay. Give me answers! Wie fast for her? There's rally a day where he isn't meeting with visitors from across the realm beyond. Why, this specimen here has been entertaining guests for the very distinct markings on their face. Asked for a moment went to hell, and the only answer to north. And return to Ishgard. If answers so I break your bones just like I broke my own. You can throw all limits you like, I will never answer you! Yes. Aliens came to him? I can only mean then that my uncle was only upon him, in a much larger game. A game that began long before we ever became involved. Think my career, the bandits from the Blackshot, and those pirates you described that attacked you in Linza Luminza. You have your strange face markets, as did your false astrologian. There's not much, but Steady Liver will be able to make more sense out of it all. By the time we have to spend together, I have the feeling she has yet to be completely honest with us. Ah, but look at me. A beloved rival tries to have me killed. Next, they begin to adopt everyone. What a sad, sad state of affairs. Perhaps to clear my head, I should call for the fine young Viscountess visiting House Altea for my family's steed in the Eastern Highlands. This information following us the ocean should be relayed to Lady Leveva immediately. Would you be so kind? I seem to recall them saying that they'd be questioning high bonds on the pillars. I started playing 14 because it looked interesting for me, and why I'm so cute, I don't know. Lady? Will we learn anything of import at the observatorium? No, I was not the one to hire the Charlians. Lady even wanted to know. Lady Weaver? Lady Weaver! She was right here. I must find her. I should not think any harm could harm her here in the center of the Holy See, but then again, that's what I believed that back at Camp Dragonhead. I just searched the hop loop. Might you ask to search the opposite section near the last Virgil? Near the last Virgil. I'm sorry. I think you have mistaken me for somebody else. Oh boy. Where are you? When you were speaking with Quimperine, someone approached me from behind and placed a dagger on my back. I had not noticed, but should be let's silently away. Luckily, my assistant let down his guard when we arrived at the shadow, so I was able to deliver him a swift kick on the groin. I've been running ever since. The Fallen wasn't the archers of the sea that dragged me back to Charlian after all. I had my suspicions. I was a fool to believe they would simply let me leave. How do I recall a mention where there were people in Old World intending to hoarding our nation's knowledge? Well, it appears that my efforts to train you and John have attracted their ire. Well, allow me to apologize. I have not wholly frank with you about the reasons for saying the truth is, I came here because of my father. My father dreamed of rekindling the Holy See's interest in Charlian astrology, believing that it would be of great benefit to embattled people. Officially, he came here several months after I was born, intending to remain only for a season. However, he never made a return journey. His dream was left unrealized, and his noble daughter left without a father. Once I did meet him, but every night when I look into the stars, I know those are the same skies he too gazed upon. The same skies he used to strength and guide. Used as his strength and guide. It was only natural that I would follow his footsteps in spite of attractions from my mother, who did not wish to see her only daughter lost as well. And here I am in Eorzea, almost 2 decades later. Pursuing a dream my father never lived to realize, a dream that would become my very own. And now, someone is trying to stop me. Well, let them try, I say. Let them just try. Let you know, a maiden of your beauty should not wander off without escort. Monsters hide in every shade of the pillars. Maiden? That will earn you nothing, John Aquart, but I will accept it nonetheless. Tell me, what did the world say to our proposal? They accepted it. I've given a film over Ulsi to conduct a synopsis of the wonders of Charlian astrology. With you as our guest speaker, now come, we must hurry back to Athena and bring preparations. More than 15 summers to make ready for this moment, and only have matters of days. Yeah, I think the main reason why I actually started playing was because there was this free there was a moment where when you bite the main game, It was on sale at that point. You get the first expansion Heavens for free. And I think that was the point where I bought it. And I think we started on the American server for some reason. Was so. And yeah, we had it, but then we just lost it because PS4 controls with this game were kinda meh. Aurelia, it has been most willing at the past few minutes, I must say. I truly did not expect the turns of my fate as taken. Also, that speaks much to my capacity as reader on the heavens. I'm not blind what goes on in the Foundation, so I will not claim my life is in any way difficult. But that does not mean I do not have my share of troubles. However trivial they may be, being anything but first in the line of a countship is not all that worse than rainbow. I can't truly care about his newly printed hair, just like the rest of my family. They expect great things from him. From me, they expect nothing. For a long time I tried to prove that I could be as great as my cousin. This is why I went to Charlian. This is why I've tried to do things that I had no business even trying. Then, once I realized no one was looking, I simply stopped caring. My actions become more outlandish. Because in the end of the day, that is what everyone expected. But then you two walked out through that door and helped me realize that maybe life is more than just a coffin that has been fitted for me. Maybe the fate I believed in was mine, and not mine at all. And for helping me see that, Aria, I thank you for the bottom of my heart. Next available upon level reaching 52. And we are level 52. Empty nest. I have good news and bad news. The good news is preparations for the synopsis of the Charlian story have been progressing smoothly. As expected, I encountered a very resistance from the world. They have embarked on a drop of security as a space venue for the event. Bad news is the special event in question lies in Falcon's Nest. Lest you wonder, I speak the same frigid building site in the middle of nowhere that you will doubtless hear for so many good things about. Yes, my friend, that Falcon's Nest. Yet I suppose this may be a blessing in disguise. I'm not certain what my blessing may be. Perhaps we should all make for our hamlet and see. And so we go to Falcon's Nest. Mayhap I'm finally allowed to go through the door? Ah yeah, okay, it rises. Good. Yeah, when I restarted playing, I made a new character. Which was a good decision because all of my old characters were on Earth. Ah. Greetings, Aurelia. It appears that not only our synopsis were held in a tiny hamlet miles away from civilization crawling with people who cannot even spell astrology. You don't rest the books. But that no one in the whole town has ever been informed of our arrival. Three of us has been spending the last spells, speaking with whoever will listen, inviting them to attend the event and at least won't be speaking to an empty forum. Don't worry about my friend, I've saved the northern district just for you, wink.
Is Charlian structure a heretic? Because the talking like one. That's the only thing of a certain Ishgard. And I ain't a heathen kind. Considering you are an unbeliever, I suppose the knights might allow you to yap and yammer. But cause too much commotion and will disappear like the other lad. No, when was that?
Bloody heretics.
An outrider! His wounds look deep. Is there a cutter nearby?
My mouse is slowly dying. What is this, sorcery? My cats! They knit it himself. Are you a healer adventurer? If so, I have another request for you. When there are another my scorching party. They were all wounded, some of us more grave than others. I fear my fellow knights may be in my grave danger. Would you seek them out and tend them as you did to me? I reported to Redwall, but feared at the time we can muster reinforce and 7 men will have perished. So where might they be? There. Exactly the reason that I wanted to do this quest after I unlocked flying is that the flying is faster than walking and way easier, because some of those footways we had it in the last parts, they are just slow and boring, and that way you can actually make it at least a bit faster. I mean, you're still traveling large maps, but better this than walking everything and maybe getting stuck somewhere. How did you? As if it was never dealt a single wound. What manner of magic do you wield, friend? Astromancy? But I thought the stars served only to grant us the insight on the Horde's movement. Why there no more astrologers in the field? You and your companions of Falconers to discuss the very topic? Best I can persuade the others and the garrison to attend. I must hurry back to Hamlet. My captain wants a full report of the day happenings. And we can just fly back. Yay. Still, the flying movement speed is reduced until we finish the expansion, but that is better than just going through the bleh. Do the stuff and oh, my hands are cold. My hands are cold. Cold. Slowly swimming through the air, slowly swimming through the air, Oh, okay. Where have you been? When did you not return while within the northern gates and confront the SU with night's activity? You left Hamlet to aid wounded scouts? You could have been killed, or eaten, or killed then eaten, or eaten then killed. What is this? Is that just by Emma's and Preston knights who attending our event? This may work to our advantage. If the knights begin clamoring for solutions to be assigned to their ranks, then the team might just listen. As my good man inform what the synopsis is about to commence. Hey Shiro. Sadly, this is where I need to end the stream. Because work. Kinda Enki. Well, oh. Hell, half of this walls, not a single person came. I told this was a terrible plan. Use the confusion to jump back synopsis to approach a target, she says. We left her out on the hamlet before her campaigns, even though she's gone, she says. Even a bright babe could have seen that no one would gather to talk or search in the middle of swinging. I lost the attention to my wounds. As you can see, both me and my fellow knights are made swift curious, thanks to your wonderful magics, of course. Reinforcements from Glass never arrived? Oh, yes, I spoke with Sir Red Wolf. Perhaps he felt there was no need for response after I convinced him that was an able healer you were. Yes, that is. There must need a reason, yes. As much would like to attend, the captain has already sent us to another missions. I apologize to you and your companions. Perhaps we can make a next summons of carry on then. Yeah, as I thought. Good. But I really now need to end the stream and the... Yeah. Goodbye YouTube, goodbye stream. Bye.